Volunteers TV show, inspiring change through action.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to Volunteers TV show here on Channel 1 TV. This is the platform where we celebrate individuals and organizations that are impacting lives, that are touching lives, that are transforming the world through the love they have for humanity. Today, we are very, very, very privileged to have with us two great personalities all the way from North Carolina, USA. I have with me on my left my very good friend, Robert Cook, is from the Empowerment Express Foundation. And we have Yvette Spears. Yvette Spears is also from the Empowerment Express Foundation, all the way North Carolina, USA. Lady and gentlemen, welcome to Ghana and welcome to the Volunteers TV show. We are happy to have you. And I would like to start with, as usual, ladies first. I will start with you, Yvette. First of all, we are welcoming you to Ghana. And I hope this is your second time in Ghana, right?
Correct.
How has it been so far?
I
think it's your second day. How has it been so far?
It has been beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We had a wonderful opportunity to get a tour to actually see some of the sites. So I feel like it's just making it much more of a pleasant stay.
Okay. And you, Robert?
I've had a great time re-exploring Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
I've been 3 times so far, so I'm starting to feel like it might be a second home.
You look Ghanaian, actually. Both of you look Ghanaian. Okay, so Yvette, Empowerment Express Foundation. What is Empowerment Express Foundation, and what motivated the establishment of this foundation?
I came on board with Empowerment Express Foundation through collaboration and partnership with Robert Cook, who is our director. We initially started with JCI North Carolina, and as we grow beyond that very impactful organization, we decided to take initiative for something that would further their international impact for our organization to help youth develop and meet the needs, not just nationally in North Carolina, but internationally here in Ghana.
Okay, and she just mentioned that you established Empowerment Express Foundation with your wife. Is that correct?
Right. So we started with my wife,
Yes.
and all of us are a part of another organization, but we wanted to test our wings. So yes, my wife was involved, but also my friends. So we wanted to elevate each other.
Okay.
Empower each other.
Okay. So what exactly do you do at Empowerment Express Foundation?
So the initial vision was to help orphans, at-risk youth in Ghana and in North Carolina and the United States, and kind of bridge that gap and make it a cultural exchange.
Okay.
We started with members from the USA and in Ghana. We since evolved, but that's how it started. We wanted to impact.
So one of the projects that we have started to collaborate on, particularly here in Ghana, is the Agomita ICT project in order to establish 40 computers within a community lab, because we had the opportunity to visit a school and recognize that many of the kids were learning theoretical technology and not having an opportunity to actually touch a computer until they're in high school. And we felt like more of a community need needed to be met. And so we've had that opportunity to partner with Global Volunteer Corporation to be able to establish that.
Okay. The Global Volunteers Corps, right? That's a good one. So it's good that there's this collaboration with Global Volunteers Corps. Before we come into details of the ICT project, I want us to delve a bit deeper into the whole volunteerism subject. Volunteerism. Robert, how is volunteerism faring generally in North Carolina. I want to limit this one to North Carolina for now, before we expand it to the entire United States of America. But in North Carolina, how is volunteerism faring? How are people committing their time, their resources, their energies towards building a better society? How is this happening in North Carolina?
So I'm part of, 3 or 4 organizations, including Empowerment Express. And I think the energy is growing. There's interest. There's interest in helping people, because times are hard, as we all know. But there's also interest in feeling good while you're helping people. And I think that's what drives most people to volunteer. They want to feel good. They want to be able to do things that brings them, a warm feeling. And so I think it's on the rise. I think there's a lot of people out there who want to help when various things like homelessness or disasters happen in the western part of our state. Cities were flooded. It was devastated. So there's a big initiative to help rebuild that part of the state, as well as in other places like Jamaica where it was happening. So I think there's a lot of people who want to help, and we just have to give them the tools and the organization and, the direction to get that energy.
I'm bringing the issue about the environment too.
Mm-hmm.
All of us need to be conscious about the environment. Today we talk about climate change here, tomorrow is another thing. So the entire environment and its wellness depends so much on all of us as a people. Whether you find yourself in the Caribbean or you find yourself somewhere in Africa or down wherever, we must all be conscious about the environment. How do you think through volunteerism and voluntary activities and actions we can all get ourselves involved in the protection of the environment? And here I mean our water bodies, our forest reserves, and what have you. How can we use volunteerism to protect our environment generally? How can we do this?
Generally, through volunteerism, it's something that does require a spark to initiate, but recognizing that anyone can do something, even what they might deem as small. I always think of the story where they talk about the young man that sees a whole bunch of starfish on the seashore and he throws back one and someone's like, what are you going to do?
That's right.
Has no impact. But it's like, if all of us, collect so much trash each day, we're cleaning that. If we recycle or we engage in some awareness about sustainable development, that has an impact. Volunteerism could, it doesn't require a sign up and you get a community service hour. Sometimes that's just because you want your environment to be healthy for your life preservation. Mm-hmm. But there are many projects you can do. You can plant things. You can help with community gardens as an initiative together to be able to give back collectively and see things built back into your community versus destroyed, because everyone looks at development as like, oh, we have high rises, we have all this, but there's other things that you need to feel like you're still communed with nature within your environment.
Great. Yes,
Can I piggyback off of that? Everything Yvette said was correct. But another thing we need to have is education, right? We need to fight the disinformation out there about climate change and our environment and make sure that we're educating games and things of that nature. And so my challenge was finding a way to fundraise the money that was in a fun way that we can all volunteer at. So when I fundraise, I like to add volunteering into the fundraising. So we're just not raising money, we're also doing the activity. And so what I found was a professional wrestling league, and they would come to the school, host a match, and then they would let us run the concession stand. Mm-hmm. So we had to strategize about what to buy for the concession stand, and then we had to sell throughout the game. I'm at the wrestling match.
Okay.
And just worked for like, I don't know, it was like 6 or 7 hours to get that done.
Okay.
And we broke even, but we still gave them the money anyway. But it was a great little project.
Back to the same question.
Mm-hmm.
How have you personally, Yvette, been able to put a smile on the face of somebody out of a voluntary action that you offered, that you did, and realize that that action you took brought a smile on the face of somebody or a group of people? Do you remember any of the sort?
There's so many different projects that, like Rob mentioned, through our organization that you've been able to do. Like things that immediately come off my mind are a program that we had called Christmas Cheer, where we took at least 50 kids Christmas shopping, because that's a holiday season, a time of giving, and most people are like, if you want the kids to be able to do things, then you want to impact them. And what we did was we provided some of the funds so that they could choose the gifts that they wanted to buy, and to see the kids be so selfless, because often they wouldn't just get clothing for themselves or a toy for themselves. They would get it for other family members. They're like, oh, I want this for my little sister, or I want this for my mom, because they were in different circumstances. And that was showing, what it meant to care for others or to have a compassionate nature. And so I felt like that was full circle. But another situation that I think of is, quarterly visits to the food shelter and preparing the luncheon meal. We formed a sense of community because every fourth Sunday it would almost be the same group of people preparing this meal, and you'd see some, consistent people that were still in their need, but they'd have a conversation and you could see a smile on their face because you kept that humanity there. You didn't try to treat them because they were less than, and needing donated foods. They were just appreciative, and they were appreciative when you could say, Happy Mother's Day or anything else attached to it. So
yes. That was good. And so I know you are partnering with the Global Volunteers called Ghana in the establishment of an ICT center in Agomada in the Greater Accra region. If you call it Agomada ICT Center. This is providing computers so that students within that catchment area will be privileged to have computers available to learn with and also upskill their knowledge in ICT. Very brilliant project. What I want to find out from you is, what do you think practically can be done to ensure that this project really achieves the purpose for which it is being established, so that that bridge that we seek to provide in that digital divide can be achieved? How do you think this is going to happen generally?
So it's a great project first. The person who came up with it was a visionary. But the way we can monitor it is making sure that we have individuals to monitor who uses those computers. We want to monitor that. And then the second way we can make sure that the computer lab is doing what it's supposed to do is offer trainings and classes on how to use the computers, on STEM, which is, science, technology, what's the rest of it?
Engineering and mathematics.
And mathematics, those classes to help kids not only use the computers, but take it to the next level and be creative with the computers and make it so they want to use it to learn and create new things outside of, just learning how to surf the web or, build a website.
What actions do you think, practical actions do you think, can be put in place to promote volunteerism in the
So I always say you start with letting people know that there's no set way to do a thing. There's many ways to skin a cat. You know what I mean?
That's right.
If you want to volunteer in a particular area or you see a cause that you want to champion, you can do it. You can find the right people, you can gather the right people, organize, and get it done. And I always say, people make volunteerism sometimes like work. But if you're doing it right, it's fun because you're with a group of people that you want to be around. You're having fun, you're telling stories, you're making memories, and you're helping people, and so you're getting that warm feeling all in one.
Yes.
So if we ever found a way to package that, Mr. Steven,
That would be great.
that would be great.
So, what other areas do you think that Empowerment Express Foundation can partner other institutions, other non-governmental organizations here in Ghana to undertake or to execute some projects? What other areas do you think in the near future Empowerment Express Foundation can partner other organizations in Ghana to undertake or to execute?
So we want to expand our ICT project and take it across the nation. So there's a lot of opportunity to partner with other organizations. We still want to help the orphanages from our beginning. That's what got us into it. We want to help orphanages and help children that need it. And so the young aspect of empowering young people to make change and grow and evolve and get out of their situation, there's always opportunity to partner with other NGOs. And then just helping some of the communities we see along the way. You know, we have friends like you that we're connected with, and their communities are in need, so we want to help them out.
I don't know whether this is far-fetched, but we can discuss this. I know you're putting together a business summit in North Carolina in 2026. That's May 2026, right? Business summit. Can you talk a bit about this business summit?
Yes. I don't know if you want to start either or you want me to start.
It's like you're the brainchild. The business summit is that opportunity to continue to grow collaboratively and know that a business is not, just corporate banking. When we talk about that, again, when I speak to what I see and witness here in the Ghanaian people is, I think I said at one time that it's like there's a hustle mentality. It's like they move, they create, they do things, they take initiative. And that is a part of business, that autonomy and finding creative ways to connect with people. And so the business summit is that opportunity to be in the room with some of the right people, spark up a dialogue, and see what could be a collaborative team to help that business grow more. That business could be as, a creative, like an artist, not just a banker, not just someone that does taxes, but business is anything that is profitable, but also what is your passion? I think that's something that I want to highlight, because when some people hear business, they think, I'm always in a suit and I don't ever have fun. It's like, no, this is something that can start conversations that still recognize all aspects of the individual.
I think I agree with you, because the organizers of this business summit are not-for-profit organizations. JCs and the Empowerment Express Foundation and others, they are all not-for-profit. But you're putting together a business summit. So I want to know why not-for-profit organizations such as yours are putting together a business summit. I mean, she said a lot about it, but what has motivated this? Yeah.
So we've been working again in the USA and Ghana. The onus on the project was finding something that we can both collaborate on, that both parties wanted to work towards. And when you come down to it, everybody likes to make money, whether that's CD or American dollar.
That's right.
So that's our foundation. Okay, everybody likes business. So how do we create a project where we promote business, teach business, and then again teach it to young people? Because a lot of people know about business, they're willing to hustle, but how do you organize it? How do you do your taxes? How do you make connections? Build a network.
Good.
So that's where the project was birthed. That's where we started our collaboration, and that's where we've been working on.
So are we expecting some investors and trainers and motivational speakers and all of you resource people at the summit?
Yes, we are. We want to have all of those things at the summit to give to people for a decent price, so we can keep the summit going, so we can share that knowledge.
So how can artisans, let's say an ordinary artisan like a painter, a carpenter, a mason, an electrician, you name it, participate in such a summit? How?
So they can, go to the website, the Level Up Business Summit, and learn more information about it. They can go to social media, Level Up Business Summit. But also, those artisans should get a sense of how to organize their business.
Good.
When they come there, they should be able to elevate. And then the second thing they should be able to do is network. A lot of us think business is about hustle and getting money, but really about making deals and networking.
It's high time we begin to let business people know that business is not just about the money, but one is about providing solutions to problems.
That's right.
And as you are able to provide solutions to problems satisfactorily, then you are in business. And this is what we should continue to bring to the attention of especially artisans, that as they provide solutions to problems, as they fix the problems of people and their clients and their clients are satisfied with what they are doing for them and are fulfilled, that is business. So it's not just about the money. And the more you do that and do that better, the money will naturally flow.
Yes.
And this is what we should be doing, to be promoting. And that's why we have a project called the National Artisans Empowerment and Formalization Project. This is what we do, to formalize the operations of these artisans and to bring them up to understand the real business world and how to be able to do things and do them right, so they can grow up to be great business people. I'll be taking your final words now. And I would want to start from you, Robert. What would be your final words on this show for my lovely viewers?
So I thank you for the time and the opportunity to come on your show and speak with your viewers about volunteerism. Again, it's one of the stepping stones and most important parts of my life. I met a great many friends and family in volunteerism. And so I champion it. I talk about it a lot. And it's gotten me here to talk with you today. So continue to help people, continue to want to help people. And if you have an idea or a cause you want to champion, reach out. Find someone, find a group of people who want to do the same thing, and y'all figure it out together. That builds character, that builds relationships and social skills. And there are many organizations out here for you to join. It's the
Global Volunteers Corps,
Global Volunteer Corps, Empowerment Express, JCI, Rotary, all kinds of things out there. So those are going to be my final words.
Excellent. Yes, Yvette?
He said so much so well. I go back to say that any small effort is an impact that can create ripples and change that you want within your community. And that, even if it's just as simple as helping the kids for an hour, learn a new skill, that is still a part of volunteerism. It's not something that has to be broadcast or easily tracked with hours, but volunteerism is just saying you care about your environment, your community, and other people, that there's compassion, and just continue to be open to growing.
Wow, those are great words. Robert, I want to say this. First of all, I want to congratulate you as a chief and development chief here in Ghana, in the central region. Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
Nana Kofi Odum. I humbly and graciously accept the position of development chief. Vision for the community is to build and expand and help with the computer lab in the school, and also give books to the children that we can deliver from America. I know this won't be a quick process, but I hope to be consistent and in the community as much as I can. I hope to be with you for many, many, many years, and I hope to be a strong presence in the community.
What are some of the plans you have for the communities around the traditional area that you have been installed as a development chief? What are some of the plans you have for the area?
So my great friend Nana Kao has asked me to be installed as development chief, and my plans for his area is, again, another ICT lab to help them bridge the gap. We want to do that. There's a library built within the school that we want to bring books to. And then really just help the community grow and evolve through my foundation, through the things that I'm doing. Being able to acknowledge them in whatever I'm doing, and being able to represent them and give them a very outgoing message as I go out into the world, because I do a lot of things, and I hope all of that raises the community and makes it better. I have some other plans, but
You keep that so for now.
yeah.
I want to congratulate you so much, Nana, for your achievement. We look forward to having you in your full regalia the next time we have you on the show.
Hey.
I don't get Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Robert Cook and Yvette Spears from the Empowerment Express Foundation from North Carolina, USA. We want to thank you very much for making time with us on the show today, sharing with us those great thoughts on volunteerism, great thoughts on Love Foundation, great thoughts on nationalism and volunteerism generally. We believe that as we all contribute our quota in little bits, one action at a time, we definitely will be making our world a better place. Thank you very much, Robert, and thank you, Yvette, for making time with us on the show. Viewers, thank you very much. See you same time next week. Bye for now.